2 years ago, I gave myself a week to make a horror game for fun, and it ended up blowing up.
Oh my god! Wow!
Way more than I anticipated, considering it was an experimental game.
Oh, I hate this.
However, I've improved so much over the last 2 years that I felt unsatisfied when I played my game again. So over my December break, I decided to challenge myself to remake it again in a week, just to see if these old man bones still got it. During this time, I also wanted to fix some of the glaring issues. One being that the ending was anticlimactic, and there wasn't really a story being told through the events. And some of the mechanics were just never really justified. Disclaimer, I did cheat a bit because I built this template in the past that has all the nuts and bolts that I need to make a horror game. It mainly contains a player controller and some basic interaction. I started by blocking out the house in Unity Pro Builder. Last time I used Kenny's Asset Forge, but it came with a vast array of UV map issues that I did not feel like dealing with again. I then proceeded to texture the walls and roofs, built the entire second floor, and just like that the basic layout was done. It did, however, look a little bit ugly and underwhelming, so I set up the lighting and the atmosphere was immediately denser. I then connected all the lights to these switches that you can toggle. One key difference is that the switches now have these lights on them so that you can see them in the dark to turn them back on again. The big issue that I had to deal with was that when these lights are all turned off, it becomes too dark for the player to see where to go. So I added these windows that trickle some natural light in, but just enough for the player to figure out his whereabouts. That way the player still won't know what lurks in these pockets of darkness. The house is still empty, so let's add some furniture. I changed the theming a little bit and went with an older style as the first game took place in a much more modern home. It's just creepier, and also I don't have any modding skills, and this was the only asset pack that I could find that looked good.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
You're probably wondering where I've been. Well, you see, aside from breaking my table and the recording setup, I've been working on a much larger horror game that really needs your help. If you like my content and want to support what I do, a wishlist would mean the world to me. You can find the link in the description. I eventually added an objective to the HUD and finished the basic game loop of turning off the lights and sleeping. I added some ambience and sounds to create a feeling of space and then proceeded to build out the remaining nights, which I don't want to talk too much about because it's filled with spoilers. Just know that the game has changed a lot, and even if you played the first one, you should definitely try out this remaster. It's still priced at the low cost of absolutely free, and so far the reviews are looking quite promising. Also, by popular demand, I added 3 endings in total. 1 normal ending and 2 secret endings, including a romance ending because you guys would not stop asking for ghost sex.
Can't believe you have sex with a ghost at the end. Add sex next time. While the game is fun, the scene at the end where you had sex with a ghost is very questionable.
Anyways, subscribe and go play the game please. Okay, thanks, bye.